You want to position the pillow so that you can see it on the screen? Invisible,
unbreakable, unstoppable. Nothing's gonna shake me. I'll never lose, and I'm gonna take what's mine. But
Okay.
me shine. Invincible, 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 invincible,
Okay, 1 second. We just need to have these a little bit more. Okay, so the format is we're gonna position these a little bit more evenly here. Okay. What?
Why are you making them even higher?
Because the closer the camera, the better people can see them.
Okay.
This might be a little too close. Let's go drop back a bit.
Yep. I was like, that's really close to the top of the thing. Meep. Meep. Perfect.
I will leave this behind. Don't worry about those.
But no.
This card's let you take more. It's okay. We're not actually doing them.
I know, but we need an example.
No, you don't. Why do you need an example?
No, one more explaining what all the cards do.
If you're sure, well, I don't plan on explaining what all the cards do, but if you want to, we'll leave some gems off to the side like that. That way they're accessible and not in the bag. We'll make sure this is fully in the screen. Move this off to the side like so. I'll have the bag over here. I'll have my thing over here. Okay. Do you want to explain how to play the game? Fully and completely?
Introduce?
What? Yeah, I know. But
I'm not just by myself.
No, I understand. You could be by yourself, though.
Nah.
You sure?
Yes.
So you don't want to say all... I mean, I'll be here for the video. You don't want to see how to play the game?
What?
You don't want to say how to play the game?
I do want to help explain rules, just not every single one.
Okay, let's see. Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
And I am Ricky. Today we are reviewing Via Magica. This is my favorite out of the 3 board games we are reviewing so far. This is my favorite.
This is your favorite from the 3 we've done so far? More than Comfort Creatures?
Yeah. Creature Comforts?
More than Creature
yes.
Comforts?
Yes.
More than Trogdor?
Yes.
More than Via Magica? Okay, so...
Oh, but this is Via Magica.
So, this is a game, this game over here is Via Magica, and this is basically Bingo if it were condensed into a lightweight, more accessible... Do you know what Bingo is?
Yes.
You do know what Bingo is?
I love Bingo. It's
So
fun.
you realize this is basically Bingo.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not Bingo apparently. Isn't the Bingo you're drawing things from a bag
No,
and then you call out?
Bingo is when someone says something, and then if you have that, then you place it down.
Oh, so like if someone
and
said
on a board.
So if someone said Earth and then you placed it down on Earth.
Yes.
So it's Bingo.
Sort of.
There we go.
Not that much.
Okay.
It still has a lot of elements that Bingo 100% does not.
It does have a lot of elements like fire, like earth, like water, like air.
I don't mean that. I mean that you actually have multiple cards, and Bingo is just one
so
board.
why don't you tell everyone how to play Via Magica then?
Well, in Via Magica, everyone has 3 portals, as you can see them here. And there are 4 types. One is the crown one, which is just straight up points. This is the Melon Lord card. It's 16 points, highest points. This one is yellow. The yellow ones have an immediate ability that you do as soon as you complete them. This one is let's say I finish this portal. Then I put it off to the side, and then I immediately take 2 portals instead of 1 for the rest of the game. I have 4 portals.
And that's because normally when you complete a portal, you're automatically going to draw up a new portal. This one specifically lets you draw a second new portal, so you have 4 portals in front of you instead of 3. And
in green, some of the green ones and green ones are at the end of the game. Like this owl one. Every single air on a completed portal is worth 1 point.
So basically the green ones are going to be endgame scoring, and all the various cards have different icons you're going to need to use to complete them, and the owl one rewards you for the more air you have on your portals.
And this is a very good card because...
Which one is it? Oh yeah, it's a fun one.
This one is... The blue ones mean you have that ability for the rest of the game. This one is every single air can be used as a wild.
So once again, effectively a recap.
And here, this shows you how many of each thing there is. There's 6 air, 5 water, 4 earth, 3 plant, 2 fire, and 1 shadow, and 2 wild. Wild is anything you want.
So basically, there's once again, to recap that very quickly, there are 4 different types of portals. There's going to be purple, which are endgame points, just straight up points. Then all the other types will also have points on them, but usually fewer. There's, like you said already, there's going to be the yellow, the immediate effect abilities, which give you a one-time effect, maybe completing portals, maybe adding new portals, adding more gems to your reserve. Then there's going to be the blue ones, which are in-game abilities that help you get better throughout the game. And finally, the green ones, which have additional endgame scoring things, such as, you know, for each type of X, you get more points. As far as the gameplay sequence, you want to explain how you play an actual round?
First, whoever you want gets to draw from a bag, and then they draw third. Look, this was plants, so I put a gem on plants.
Now, in my portals, I don't actually have any plants, so I can't actually add anything. At which point...
But let's say later in the game, mine is like this. And then...
Just drawing.
a wild comes out. Then I can immediately move one of my gems, because I'm out of gems, onto this and complete the portal.
And that's because you're limited to having 7 gems. So whenever somebody draws one of these from the bag, and they're going to be constantly be added back to the bag at the end of each draw, you can put out a gem. As Ricky said, if you are out of gems, meaning they're all locked up, you could move them around, so you're never completely stuck. But that also makes cards like this particularly fun to get, because this one over here lets you add 2 gems to your reserve. You get to grab 2 additional gems from off to the side and add them to your reserve, meaning you're working with more gems. It's one of the different ways you can have more in-game benefits to a degree that just help your whole engine get better.
And if you were wondering what these are, these portals, when you get 2 portals completed, then you get this, which is only worth 2 points. But let's say you just completed 4 portals. Then you can immediately take it once you complete your 4th portal, but let's say you decide not to. You can't take it later.
Yeah, these are basically going to be at the top of the board over here. There's going to be a few things. There's going to be the card row of more portals, which is whenever you complete a portal, you draw another one.
6 portals, 5 portals, 4 portals, 3 portals, and 2 portals.
And then there's going to be the bonus cards at the top of the whole area here, which is 2 types of bonuses. The first bonus, as Ricky is saying, is the one that rewards you for having completed a certain amount of portals, and you have to kind of hope you get there first, because if you, like you said, if you pass on it, you can't go back. You can't get it back later. The other type of rewards are going to be these types.
This is when you get 3 green ones completed, 3 blue ones, 3 purple ones, and 3 yellow ones.
And then finally
This one is when you complete 1 of each type of portal.
Perfect. And those are the various bonuses you can get. At the end of the game, you're going to score your points for a few things. You're going to count up all the portals that you have on all the points you have on your individual cards. You're going to count up all your bonuses that you have. And then finally, you'll count up the green endgame portals to see what kind of scoring benefits those gave you. And speaking of endgame, what triggers endgame?
When the end game is triggered, that is when someone has completed 7 portals. Not when 7 portals are completed, when one person has 7 portals completed.
When one player has 7 portals. Perfect. And that is basically Via Magica and how you play it. So, Ricky, we already know apparently that it's your favorite of the games you've reviewed. Why is it your favorite?
Because the artwork is adorable, and here's an example of that. It's a cute little skull cattle ghost, which we all think is adorable. And that one is super pretty. This is a water one. There's also a mermaid.
All right, holding right here.
Yes, there's also that mermaid. There's also...
There's a lot of pretty cards.
A lot of adorable things.
Yeah, the artwork in this game, by far, before we even get into my own opinion of the game, the artwork by far for me is my absolute favorite part of the game. The game's good. We're going to talk about it a bit more, but the game is absolutely, The artwork is adorable. It's not more than adorable. It is incredibly quality artwork. We have this water queen that's just solid, well done.
And
really
we love
pulls
this.
you into the
This is
game.
a hilarious confused owl.
The confused owl. Anything else you like about the game, or just the artwork?
Well, I also like that it's simple. It's simple enough that I am able to play it with my friends without explaining the rules. And I love how I do not need help scoring my points, because it's basically just count your points. There's no special complicated bonuses.
You've also been able to play it with You've also been able to play it with your younger brothers, who I think Tavi's 5.
Yes.
So we've been playing this successfully with my daughter, who's 9, then our 2 boys, my youngest of which is 5. I've been enjoying it. My wife has been enjoying it. All of us have been playing it together, and all of us have so far been enjoying it. It plays in roughly, 20-30 minutes per game?
Yeah, I would say that. But it takes longer if you have a lot of breaks, but it actually can go really quickly when you're playing with a bunch of skilled people. Here's an example. The second time I played it, I've played it 7 times. Ema was really quickly, she had gotten 3 portals in the first couple of rounds. She had finished portals super quickly, and she ended up during endgame up.
Yep.
And if you were wondering, no, the gems are not worth any points.
Yeah, the gems are not. It's all portals. Portals are going to be everything in the game that would be worth points at the end of the day. That's basically. Is there anything you didn't like about this game? Is there anything you could say that makes this game not the right game for somebody?
The only thing that I would say would make it not the right game for somebody is if they didn't really like magical monstery stuff.
Well, I mean, magical monster stuff is pretty awesome. I don't know why anyone would not like magical monster stuff.
Agreed. I have no clue why anyone would not, but if they didn't, I'm not sure this would be the right game for you, because that is basically the theme of the game.
Cool. So for me, the reason I would say this is not necessarily the right game for people is because for me, at the end of the day, it is bingo. It is drawing a token from a bag, hoping it fits the goals you're trying to achieve, and if it does, great. If it doesn't, the sheer luck of just drawing tokens from a bag consistently, repeated on a basis, might mean that somebody wins from luck alone. There are different strategic things you can do. You're like shaking your head no.
No, it's not just luck.
No, it's not just luck.
Because you have to pick the right portals. Once you complete a portal, you get to pick one of these, and you get to pick the right portals. And you can also laser focus yourself on one portal. That's actually the first game I got this card. And that's actually what won me the game. I was laser focused on finishing this before I finished any other of my portals.
Now, she's not totally wrong there, in the sense that there is a lot of luck mitigation, both in terms of knowing which portals to pick, so you have an even distribution of the elements on your portals, as well as knowing which powers are going to be helpful in terms of mitigating, and then also choosing which bonuses to go for. It's definitely not all luck, or I probably wouldn't enjoy it myself. As it stands, it is a game that I do enjoy. It's not my favorite game. It's not even my favorite game from the 3 we played. I would say it probably... I don't know. I think I like Comfort Creatures the most. Or is it Creature Comforts? Which one is it?
Creature Comforts.
Creature Comforts. I think I like Creature Comforts the most. But I'm not sure. This game Via Magica is very light and accessible. It is a game you could teach in 5 to 10 minutes, and it is a game that you can play in a quick, fast basis with family, friends, or whatnot. To me, my own opinion, well, not yours, obviously, my own opinion is that it's a great gateway and family game. It's not one I can see myself pulling out at game night ever. This is a re-implementation. You don't know this part? This is a re-implementation of a game called Rise of Augustus, which I never actually got around to playing. I know people, the fact that Rise of Augustus was labeled as a bingo game is why I never played it. And this one, the art pulled me in. I was like, hey, I'll try it for my family. Who knows? We'll see if we like it. And we really have. We have really been enjoying this game a lot. In fact, I have a video coming up shortly about games that you should introduce your family to, like when you're visiting for holidays or whatnot. And truth is, I would probably add Via Magica to that list. It really is a solid game, easy to teach. I think you'd love to play it with your cousins. Mm-hmm. This is the first game you want to bring Toronto with you.
Yes, me and my mother both agreed that this should never go away. It's amazing.
They have said that I cannot get rid of it, which I guess it means it's not going anywhere. That said, yeah, my overall opinion comes down to great game, great family weight game, not something I would pull out at game night, a little bit too luck-based. And your overall opinion is?
I think it is an amazing game. Yes, it's a little bit luck-based, but it's super fun when everyone is like, please, 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 please draw a plant, please draw a plant. And it's super ridiculous when the thing that's most needed doesn't come out until it's not needed that much.
Yeah, it is a fun game. It very much is a fun game. And that would basically be our review of Via Magica, unless there's anything else you want to add.
I think that we've pretty much covered it.
Excellent. So until next time, this has been Alex and Ricky Radcliffe from Board Game Co. This has been our review of Via Magica. We highly recommend this one. It is staying in our collection, apparently forever. And until next time, and as always, have a good one.